Well, here we are, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from the South Florida Fairgrounds. And here's the parking lot over here with the free parking for the RV show. So we're gonna get out in just a minute and bring you some entertainment. Yes, my little button works on my selfie stick. So here we are at the South Florida Fairgrounds. We're gonna go in now. Hope you guys enjoy the show. So as you can see before we get inside, where it's air conditioned, they're telling us, here's a $90,000 Class C called an Integra. And here's a $95,000. Looks like one of them buses. They shuttle you from the airport to a, what do you call, hotel or something. It's a 2019 pre-owned for 100 grand. We'll take a look at that in a second. This is the smallest Class C that you can possibly buy. Walking in here. As you come in, you got the driving, you have a booth, you have a little kitchen, and this is your sleeping area. A lot of windows. I guess this does have a slide out because that part is out. This is the smallest Class C. All the Class Cs have this overhead thing here where you drive it. We're going to make these quick. There's the TV area. Looking back at it real quick as I'm standing in the steps here. That's your entire, it's a pretty big booth. Nice big window. And that is a slide out on the other side. So let's go over to this $100,000 job. This is the outside. It's got a fancy paint job on it. Certainly a lot longer than that little Class C over there. As we come in the steps, you got a sofa, a small booth. It's got this color here. This is a used 2019. We're wanting $100,000 for it. $95,000. Tammy says she likes that chair. And you come back here, there's two beds. Oh, I see. This is a strange setup here. You have two beds. And then there's the rear bath. It has this shower here.
Very comfortable.
Tammy says it's comfortable. Again, all of these, the two that we've been in so far have slide outs, which makes a huge difference on the feeling on the inside. There's your price. Discount.
Discount.
Only 100 grand. More than that with tax. There's a refrigerator. Let's go into this air conditioning so-called air conditioned place where these tag-alongs are. That's what I want to look at, some trailers. Everybody in the comments has got me calling it a trailer now instead of a camper. That right there is called a Class B. These are like 150,000. They are the popular Nomad type setups, and most of them are, like Mercedes chassis. These folks just walked out. We'll take a quick gander at it. You're talking about small. Look at this. This is what you got. Yeah, it's a Mercedes. Look at this, folks. I mean, come in. Tammy can't believe it.
Oh, hey.
And because you can park them anywhere, and I don't know, they're fully self-contained.
Yikes.
Yep.
Claustrophobia.
They're so expensive, and look at that. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. There's another one right there. Hey, look, here's a little pop-up like a Westphalia Volkswagen. See this big slide out? It makes a huge difference on the inside. So these are all Class Cs. These are Class Bs. Now this one is a Dodge Ram chassis with like an old Volkswagen Westphalia type pop-up. Oh, I see a Winnebago trailer. Let's go down there. We'll come back to this later. Here's also a Winnebago Class B. It's a longer wheelbase. And there's another Winnebago with a slide out. We're going to go in that one, 2023. Now this one's much earlier. This would be about the length that I would like to get. All right, look at here, 35,700. And you know that's, you know, twice the price probably they would.
It's a
They,
you couldn't pull that.
it's a 20. I can't pull it with my 4Runner. No, 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 no. I'm just saying I'd like to get something 30 feet or under. And look at the difference, folks. Look at this. 35,000 from 59. Look at this counter. I'm going to turn around and show you how it looks behind me. Look at this. You got these theater chairs. I read in comments on one that people just really don't like those because they don't want to. They're trying to keep people apart from one another, but I think they're fine. What is the toilet doing sitting right there? What is that? So you have this booth, and here's where you would watch your TV. And then I suppose these close, and then you have a shower. So basically this would close off. And then you also have a close off bedroom. This is a travel trailer with an exit door in the bedroom. And this is your RV queen, and they're always the worst mattress in the world. You have to buy your own mattress. There's an AC unit back here in the bedroom. That's really nice. I don't know how many BTUs it is. And then this one, it looks like it's a duct AC unit because it has ducts up here. It's a bigger, small, but a bigger residential style refrigerator. There's little pop-up things here. I'm sure that pops up. There's some kind of a USB. There's a plug there. These recline out. You want to demonstrate that, Tammy?
I guess you gotta pull this. Okay.
And then does it lean back some more too? So this whole piece right here slides out. There's the part on the floor where it comes in. This piece right here all comes in. And some of these you can look at, and if you pull over to the side of the road somewhere with the slide in, they're still usable. Some are not. This one looks like it could be. Pretty big booth right there that makes into a nice bed.
Nice window.
Nice windows.
Ooh, they're nice.
But look, you know, reach your arms out. Oh. Tammy's got a funny arm.
Broken elbow. It's not.
And her elbow got broke when she was a little girl. But anyway, look at this kitchen. This is some very nice real estate here. And you have a deep, oh yeah, this is a real sink. I like this. So this has got no complaints from me. Lots of drawers. Look at all this. Look at all of this. This is really nice. This is 28 feet. The refrigerator is really nice. It's got duct AC unit. You wonder how good it works. Got a pretty good sized TV in it already. JBL sound system. Brand new 35 large. How much is the payment? But look, dual axle. They got Goodyear tires on it. That's always a plus that you hear when you watch these videos. And like I said, it's got two doors. It's a 2832 FK. You would think that would stand for front king, but it doesn't. And here's the ladder. You can go up top and put things. Got a big giant awning that comes out. Speakers. That's a mini Winnie. That's a Winnebago. That's a quality unit. No wonder I like that. Winnebago's good. Let's try out this mini. This one right here is 35,000. It's the same thing. Let's take a look. It's a 25 footer. Now this could be getting down to the size that I can still live with. Let's go in and take a look. It's much smaller than that by about 5 feet. Let's see what the difference is. Oh, hey, how you doing? Not as much counter space, but still pretty good with this little thing that folds out. And then you've got the theater chairs coming around. The bed's back here. It's very light and airy. There's a big TV. The fridge is over here now. Same dollars. And you got some windows. Let's go back to the man, what are these closets I didn't open? Oh, this is the, oh, I like that. That's not bad at all. The other one had it kind of, oh, I don't know which one I was in. And this is a really nice closet, pantry. More storage over here. These slides make the difference, man. Okay, there's no air going on in this because we're not inside the building yet. But I can tell you, folks, Winnebago, look at all that shelving space up there. Another queen bed, another door you can get out. And then looking back, now this is 25 feet. We were just in a 28 footer. And you can see there's a lot of difference. A lot of difference in the same dollars. You know why? Smaller is better, but not tiny. There's a $40,000 one right over there. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, everyone. I see now the Winnebago section is right here. Here is something the size of what I have. This one is also, this is a 21, but that means it's 21 on the outside. Inside it might be less. And here is a 13 footer. We're going to walk in that. And then there's a 24 footer that's 1 foot shorter than this 25, 29. So let's take a look. This has got the off-road tires on it. This one is something that you can take, and it's 30 grand. So when you come in, you get the front bed like my camper. There's a booth, a TV right here that's tiny. This is just like what I have, and I would just soon keep mine. Oh, it's got the bunkhouse thing. Oh, okay, I know. There's a wolf pup that has, this is a smaller bathroom than I have because this takes up the room. Has the bigger refrigerator. So anyway, the small is not, I'll just keep what I have, right? There's no reason to think about it. It even has a slide out on it and doesn't look any more comfortable. So let's go over here. 2024 model, really? 21 footer. These usually the first two numbers represent the size, and then the Asdel is this outside finish that they're real proud of. Okay, got a front bed, a booth, a rear bath. Appears to be very similar in size. They've got some kind of fan going right there to suck the heat out. Hope I'm not going too fast for you guys. My phone looks dim, like it's really, this is a very cramped, super cramped. You can see you slide this and you're really cramped in here. Mine is way better. Okay. Got the same, I got the same handle right here. Let's take a look at this 2023 tiny one here. Do not plug in, missing 30 amp breaker. Oh, this is a total off-road job. Look at that. Okay, you come in. This is 20 grand. You got a little tiny, that's it. That is it. This is really basically a hard-sided tent. This is here. You have a toilet and you sit there and use the shower. It's called a wet bath. So this is like those campers. It does have a Dometic AC. This would fold down. It might be a toy hauler. I'll have to look in the back and see if the back drops down. I don't think it does. But something comes down here. Wow. You're talking about small. But it's something you can drag off grid, you know, and pull it when you're off-roading, like with the 4Runner. And does that come down? I don't think so. Got LED lights on it. So let's go on in here to this, another dual door, 40 grand. Let's see what we got. There's the front, the bedroom. Front bed, got the thing, same design. Very open and roomy here. Very open and roomy. Lots of counter space there for the kitchen. Cabinetry. Bigger TV. Side-by-side refrigerator. It's a Norcold. That's what I have in my Wolf Pup. Again, folks, it's got the little fireplace, the fake fireplace. So this is really kind of special. And a lot of windows. This has a slide out, which makes it very wide and roomy in here. And then you have a nice bath that doesn't cramp your style in here. Lots of stuff here for your towels and things. A slider door for the shower. This one's pretty good.
She was calling about the kids.
Who called you?
Crystal was calling about the kids to see how the kids were.
Oh. And so you have windows even on the slide when it pushes out. So this frame you see, that whole thing all the way down is a slide that goes out with the refrigerator on it. But it is wide and roomy. And this one has more money because it has a bigger refrigerator, I guess, or something. But nice faucets and everything. So this is the Winnebago line, folks. We've seen every size. And that 28-footer over there, which you would need, I could go look at the weight. They have a label on them generally. That one right there for 35 grand because they're hard to get in. You have to have a pull-through spot. You can't just back them in easily like you can. This one's still kind of long. This one's only about 3 feet smaller than that. And then those over there are just like mine. Did you walk it? Look at this, Tammy. I have to show Tammy this. Look at this.
I wouldn't even go in there.
Just look in the window.
20,000, you can see it's tiny.
Okay, so let me give you the rundown. I just spoke to Mr. Deacon. That's a long-time employee. This is a La Mesa RV show. La Mesa RV is one of the largest in the country. They originated out of San Diego, California. This is not an RV show that has different brands, well, different brands, but not different companies. So they carry different ones. And I just got the whole rundown from Mr. Deacon back there. And then I also talked to their banking person and got some information regarding some numbers that we'll get into maybe later. So let me just walk through here and show you what we have. It is nice and air conditioned in here. They got them slammed in. These are the Class A's. Let me back up my video. When I restart it, it defaults back to the zoom in. I have 122,000 for a long Class C right here. Tammy's already going in, checking them out. And according to Deacon back there, Holiday Rambler, that's a nice one right there. I want to look at these shorties. He calls them a shorty Class A. But he said, contrary to what I think, what I thought was the pull-behind campers, he says more people want a driver. So that, of course, you know, you're getting the vehicle and the camper in one, where if you buy the bigger trailer out there like we saw, obviously you got to go out and buy yourself a truck that'll pull it. And then by the time you add everything together, he says, you know, you might as well get one of these. And what my complaint is if something happened to it and you had to take it in for service, and let's say you live in it, then, you know, your home is in the shop and it could be there for a long time. And he said to me, well, if that's the situation that you worry about before you start RVing, then you shouldn't RV. So take that answer as you will. But here's some more of the Winnebago, and they even go down here. Look how many there are. We've already walked in the small mini Winnies and everything. I'm looking for those Class A shorties. So let's see if we can find them. They might be down this way. I think they might be. But we'll just look down this one little row over here. Look at this giant pickup truck with a huge camper on the back of it. In fact, there's a whole row of them. Check that out. But plenty of tag along. And so they have the North Trail, Ultralight, Sunset, and they have this bubbled kind of a very modern looking front end on them, very handsome. Prices seem to be, you know, from the start, not too bad. They have 12 to 15 year financing, I understand, with really good credit. This is a small one here. And now these are the big boys. We'll walk in. This is a diesel. You can always tell a diesel by the vents in the back because the engine's in the back. And this has, ooh, wow, it's a super slide. And this is one big RV. We'll take a look and dream one time in one of these beautiful Class A's buses. This is a bus chassis. It's got the big basement storage. However, keep in mind, it is not a bus in the sense of a Prevost. This is a bus in the sense of, you know, the smaller basement storage. It's really not as tall. But this is what you get. It's probably, who knows, let me see if I see a price. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, there we go. I knew it was going to be 300. Okay, 314.9. All these seem to have been 300 forever. And as you walk down through here, you know, you got the slide over here that comes out on one side. And then, like I said, this has the a washer and dryer in there. Show it to you. You slide it. I knew that was a washer and dryer. This is a huge thing here. It's $319. But this frame here goes all the way down to where Tammy is. This is what they call a super slide. And you have the huge side by side. And personally, you know, I don't even know if I had the money if I would do it. This one doesn't really do much for Tammy, she says. I always wanted to drive one though. But you know, it's kind of like you're the musician or somebody. Yeah, right. It's very kind of sort of plain, isn't it? Yeah. Kind of white. It's very light and airy.
For all that money.
For all that money. All right, let's go down and see if we can find those shorty Class A's. See how tall these things are? This is an Allegro bus. Should we look at one last one to see if there's any difference in comparison? Let's look at one last. Look how shiny they are. Look at those mirrors on this thing. Look at this. Look how incredible. Look at this. Cresting and all. Oh, they don't want you going in one if they don't want you going in it. So if you want to sit outside, you have another awning here and a TV. But we'll just take a quick look at this one before we go find those trailers. So we got some darker colors here, and I like it much better already. And it's got all this wraparound counter. Look at this, Tammy. Yeah. It's got this kind of, this is a little nicer. And look, $100 grand to the penny cheaper. Weird. Is it a diesel? Because that would make the difference of $100,000. It's got a washer and dryer. It's got the big giant bathroom. I mean, there's no question these are roomy.
Yeah, but a lot of it is useless room.
Useless.
Like this. Like this.
That actually slides in too. You can see it goes in.
No, but this is for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's for a lot of people. It'd be fun to drive it. Big old TV up here. Look at all this stuff. Look at all those buttons. Like an airplane. All right, let's go find this shorty. And we've seen the trailers, which I do like the floor plan in those mini winnies. And the prices seem to be pretty fair. So double checking. I know this has got to be a diesel. I don't know why it's $100,000 cheaper. I'll tell you why. It's probably pre-owned. Yeah, that's a diesel. That's why that one's locked up.
And it's sold.
It's sold, huh?
So is one at the end.
Oh, it's a 2020. Oh, these are pre-owned. I gotcha. You wouldn't know a used from a new, would you? Look at that. 314 for 2023. So that's why you're saving 100 grand. Those were pre-owned back there. All right, let's pause the video until we find the shorties. All right, by recommendation of a patron here, we're going to take a look at this F550 2023 off-road four-wheel drive Class C 32-foot beast. Let's go in here and take a look. You get down there and drive it. You can get up here and sleep. I'm going to turn around and show you guys. Hey, how you doing? Sorry. So it's got the big side-by-side fridge, a big bathroom that you walk in, big slide for the bedroom. Let's take a look at this bathroom. You can come in. Not much toilet space. This is something that all these YouTube RV guys show you, that you sit down and you don't have elbow room. So that could present a problem. And also, I can tell you right now, I'm just trying to stand right here. Look, I can't even. So, but this is on a big 550 chassis, Ford truck. Oh, he's an employee. He's an employee. Okay, my mistake. And look, the TV goes down. And of course, this is a slide. So that's kind of a shorty right there of a Class A. But I've seen them shorter. We're going to go down to the other side. Let's just see what this one's like. Okay, this would be a gasoline engine, folks. This is not a diesel, but it is a Class A. It doesn't have a van nose. It doesn't have that bed overhead here. It is a full Class A, and it's roomy. It's got the TV, a couch to sit here to watch TV. Your bed is right there. There is a door that closes to give you privacy. Big fridge and another small TV here. The bed is this way. Of course, it's got the duct central air conditioning system in it. And this is a shorter Class A. But you know, all this is wasted space, this driving part. So basically all you have is from right here back. And that Winnebago trailer we looked at was actually kind of nicer for 35 grand. So how much is this one?
It's 123.
Oh, okay. So I guess he's right. By the time you buy a truck, the new trucks are that cost. So if you buy a used one and you save yourself 40 grand, 30 grand, and you got one for, you got the trailer back there for 30, and you bought a truck for 70, 80, you know, you're right. You're at this price right here. Over 100 grand. Seems like a lot of money, folks. A lot of money. Anyway, let's walk down to the other side over there and see what we got in that other section before we end the video. All right, everyone, we're in the other side of the RV show now at La Mesa RV, and this is where they have more Class C's, and it looks like a lot of the Class B's right through here that we'll take a look at. But I just have to give a shout out to a subscriber, David. He just pops up. He heard me mention we were going to be here today, and I just have to show you. He didn't really want to be on camera, so that's fine, but he brought some gifts for Miss Tammy and for myself, a hat, and she's got a candle, and she has some other things in here, and all of it smells so delicious.
Nice candles.
It was just so incredibly nice of him.
Very nice.
He was the nicest person. Lives here locally in Palm Beach County, and he saw the video this morning that I made with the granddaughter saying we were coming, and he just shows up and brings us a nice gift.
So nice.
And you know, I mean, this is just fantastic. Wasn't it nice of him, Tammy?
Very nice.
Yes. So thank you, David. Thank you so much. So now these are Winnebago. They're not a Class C per se because this has got a different kind of a nose on it. Oh yeah, it's the Mercedes chassis. Look, they're selling 2024s, $171,000. Let's take a look. This has got a little wider body than most of the Class Bs. Lots of lighting. I only have 3 of these in my camper. And this has some very fancy, higher quality looking cabinetry for sure. There is an overhead bed up here with some, looks like some LED lighting that you can move around. And of course this makes into a bed. I don't know if I'd want to sit on that. What is that? That's kind of, that seems like that would break.
Like an extension, like an extra seat. I don't know.
Yeah, there's 2 of them, I think, to make a bigger bed, but I wouldn't want to sit on that. That's tempting for someone to sit on that. I bet if I just raise it up.
How could you?
Well, anyway, I'm not going to mess with it.
Either.
Well, this is something that comes down. Oh, it's the bed. Yeah, because I am in a Class B. The little shower, at least it's not a wet bath. Shallow sink. No cabinetries at all in here to put anything. You have to look at these little deals here. That's kind of cool. And it's got these sliding drawers. So they made the most room they can. Oops, push that in. Got all this up here. Nice fridge and freezer. It's light material. It's not, you know, real marble or anything, but it's very, very handsome. Lots of shelves. $171,000. A little ladder here to get up there. Let's go on down here and see what else we got before we end the video. These are four-wheel drive models here. A lot of these guys that travel around, that are kind of nomads, that live off grid. They don't want to have to pay for, you know, a camp spot or whatever. I think they all have a little generator on them. And here's some more of the wide body Class Bs. Oh, here's some little tables here. You can sit down and negotiate your deal. Oh yeah. That's the Revel. I've heard of that. See what we got down here. There's definitely more salesmen than there are customers, but they were saying that the weekend would be better. There's quite a few outside. I was told by Deacon that they have some pre-owns out there, and he really recommends like this used diesel pusher, they call it, because it actually pushes the motorhome if they have a diesel engine in the back. But as you can see, the inventory is plenty. It's not like it was during the pandemic when they weren't making these things. Here's one that's $224,000, and it's a Class B. Now, what's so special about it? I mean, look at these. Look at this. Look how small for 130 grand basically. But what's this one, guys? It's got to be the four-wheel drive deal. Probably a diesel motor in it. I'm sure it is. Let's see what this is. You got a big step to get up here. Ugh. And then you can fold the bed up and have storage. That comes down. Let me go back here and turn around for you guys. Storage above. And I'm standing up. You know, it's looks like about a 6-foot ceiling. $200,000. Wow. The salesman Deacon over there was pointing out that when you do get into these truck chassis and they have airbags and you're going down the road, they can definitely fight the wind and vehicles and those big semis that go by you a lot better than if you have a shock and spring type van suspension, which you're fighting the wheel. So there's, you know, you get what you pay for, I guess. But yeah, here's even a Ford chassis, a Ford van. It's not a Mercedes. And like I said, they're $150,000. They got the little awning. And these are really designed for people. I don't know how much gas mileage they get, but they're really designed for, I think, for stealth camping. You know, a nomadic life where everything is self-contained. There is a wet bath in here. And you can park it anywhere. You can be on the side of a road. And, you know, you wouldn't have to pay for camping. Stay in a Walmart parking lot or whatever. I guess they have for that price, there must be a generator on board that, those are those really good fans, by the way. There has to be a generator on it. Now this one right here is all-wheel drive. It's a 86.9, 87,000. It's a 350 HD all-wheel drive. Gemini. Take one peek at it. So this looks like it's electric of some kind and folds down, and your bed is right here. Interesting. And the TV is there. got a rear bath. Pretty good little counter space here. Now see, the difference, remember folks, these Class Bs with a wide body on them are night and day from the van that doesn't have, let me show you. You see, this has got like a Class C body on it, like that one right there. That's a brand new Gemini. And then this is strictly a van, like an Amazon van. And that's why it's so narrow on the inside. And yet they're very expensive. And here's another one that's a Dodge Ram for $95,000. I sure hope my microphone's still working and the battery's up. But see how narrow it is? I mean, I'll zoom in for you and show you. It's extremely tight. I couldn't do it. No way. I mean, mine's like a mansion. I'm going to make that the last one I go in, folks, because when I get back to my wolf pup, I'll feel like I am in a mansion. So I hope you enjoyed the La Mesa RV show here at the fairgrounds in West Palm Beach. And I wish them a lot of luck on selling a lot of units this weekend. Today's the first day. Not many people here at all, but it is a Thursday. And I certainly want to shout out again to David for bringing the nice gift to Miss Tammy and I with the hat. She sure loves it. And he is a super nice guy. And we definitely crushed it